I'm Symphony Privet. Thank you for joining us here on Featured. We hope to inspire or simply make you smile with uplifting stories across the country. Let's start off in Texas, where one of the last surviving veterans of Iwo Jima is celebrating a long and fulfilled life. Don Graves is turning 100 years old. And Kevin Reese shows us he's not just hitting a huge milestone, he is reminding us all what it means to live with purpose.
All the time. I can't get away without singing.
It doesn't take long in a conversation with Don Graves.
You want to hear God Bless America?
For an old Marine to break into song.
Through the night with a light from above.
He enlisted at 17, manned a flamethrower at the base of Mount Suribachi, is one of just 3 Iwo Jima veterans still alive.
I don't think I'm a hero. I think there's 7,000 of my buddies on Iwo Jima that are heroes. But they sacrificed.
We met at his memorabilia-filled home in Keller just a few days before his 100th birthday.
I don't feel old. I don't feel older than 50. I don't. I love life. I love people. I love to be with people. I love to entertain.
And if you love to entertain and you're almost 100,
well, you're welcome to come to the party.
It is one very memorable party.
Happy birthday.
With a cake fit for an Iwo Jima hero. And with kiss after kiss from an adoring crowd.
You can take a half dozen if you want.
I did.
He was gifted his own blend of Black Rifle coffee and his own Texas Rangers jersey.
100?
Whether he considers himself a hero or not, friends wanted to reassure him he is.
Hey, can I get paid for this?
It's really pretty cool. He's like a rock star. So if you can imagine going out and hanging out with rock stars all day long.
Oh, and if there is an audience and a microphone, yes, Don will start singing.
Through the night with the light from above.
People just love him and they want to get to spend some time with him.
Because this old Marine is thankful for the gift of time and the chance to honor his heroes again.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you.
Don is full of life, and he is definitely the life of the party. That was Kevin Reese reporting. All right, over to Indiana now, where a woman welcomes any challenge that comes her way, from swimming with sharks to climbing one of the highest mountains in the world to an unexpected cancer diagnosis. Karen Campbell takes us on her inspiring journey of strength.
Julia Schildmeyer,
And then I go in off my neighbor's boat.
loves open water swimming.
You see tons of swimmers here on the weekends. Yeah, always with the orange buoys.
That love has taken her on quite the adventure around the world.
I've done Statue of Liberty to New Jersey. I've done Alcatraz. Just came back from doing a swim in Santorini where I jumped off a volcano and swam back to the island.
When Julia turned 55, she decided every year she would do a birthday challenge. Her swim from Alcatraz to San Francisco was her first. One year, Julia even swam with sharks uncaged.
Kilimanjaro was kind of a goofy suggestion from my boss. Oh, for your birthday, I bet you're climbing Kilimanjaro. I wonder what that would take.
Julia was already in the best shape of her life, having competed in races and triathlons. But there was something she didn't expect.
It was a couple days before Christmas of 2022. And it was a surprise.
She was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 59.
I had climbed Kilimanjaro while I had cancer. I just didn't know it at the time.
And for 7 days, Julia climbed the highest freestanding mountain in the world.
So the summit, you're at 50% oxygen. It's over 19,000 feet.
When she returned, she underwent chemo, surgery, and radiation.
Last year was hard. It's overwhelming. You know, there's a lot to learn, a lot to think about when you're going through it. Luckily, I had a good support system.
Last summer, 3 months after finishing chemo and 7 weeks post-surgery, she transformed vulnerability into strength, taking on a bold challenge, defying gravity and fear.
I was still a little sore from the surgery. But it was something I really wanted to do to prove to myself that cancer isn't going to take these challenges away from me, these adventures.
wing walking on a biplane.
When you get up there and you're going that fast and you're climbing out of a cockpit, I didn't know until I did the next move if I was going to do the next move. That was by far the scariest thing that I've ever done, and I will never do it again.
Is there anything she wouldn't do?
I haven't thought of it yet. I'm sure there is something.
As she continues to celebrate life beyond cancer.
Being able to still do challenges and adventures during my healing, again, has really helped me feel that cancer doesn't have the last laugh.
Her journey shows that in the face of adversity, hope and determination can light the path of healing.
Wow, that is one brave lady. That was Karen Campbell reporting. Now, a quinceañera is a Latin American tradition for 15-year-old girls marking their transition into womanhood. It's a big celebration. Well, one Houston woman decided her cat should take part in the birthday celebration too. And as Anayeli Ruiz reports, it not only captured the internet's attention, but it also helped save a struggling animal rescue. Take a look.
It's a party that's purring its way across the internet.
Over 21 million views.
The guest of honor? She's a queen with 4 paws and lots of sass. Her name? Holly Marie Gonzalez.
What gave you the idea to throw Holly a quinceañera?
I rescued Holly when she was 6 months old, and I had her before I had children, and she's really my firstborn.
This was your full-blown quinceañera, with padrinos or sponsors for everything. A custom cat dress, and that grand entrance, unforgettable. That's her rolling into her party on a remote-control Bentley. She had a mariachi, and yes, there was even a father-daughter dance.
Celebrate my love for her,
But this celebration wasn't just about cute photos and a viral frame.
all donated to a rescue.
Holly and her humans used their moment to give back to the Almost Home Cat Haven, housing more than 100 cats, surviving purely on donations.
This is Buggy.
Dina says they were close to shutting down until Holly's big day became a blessing for dozens of rescue cats.
Like every time I think that, okay, I don't know if I can keep doing this, some blessing will drop in. And this time it was Miranda and her family.
Now Almost Home Cat Haven is back on its paws, thanks to the generosity
And some treats.
of total strangers.
What would you like to tell the people that have made donations? Thank you. Bless you.
All because of one pampered cat's quinceañera and a mom who wanted to show the world how much love a rescue animal can bring.
She loved it. She really did.
From viral cat queen to real-life hero, Holly proves that love, glitter, and a remote-control Bentley can go a long way.
That was Anayeli Ruiz reporting. I can't say that I've seen a quince for a pet before, even a cat in a dress, but there was a lot of razzle-dazzle for that kitty. All right, moving on here, there are thousands of senior dogs in shelters, and some of them wait years to find their right homes, but one Michigan man has made it his mission to adopt as many as possible. Sophia Periconi shows us how he is giving them a comfortable place to live out their final years.
At Dirty Paws Agape Haven in southern Michigan, Tom Pappas is living out his dream.
So this was a new area we built. It's all about getting areas for dogs.
On 19 acres of land in Ottawa Lake, his family's home is also home to more than 20 senior dogs living out their glory days.
Molly spends her life outside. She'll be the first to greet you. So she's got to be 13 or 14 by now.
Pappas networks with dog shelters across the Midwest, adopting their oldest residents, giving them a place to spend their final years.
Every time they have like a senior dog that's not getting adopted, they say, do you have room?
The idea first came to him in 2017 after adopting senior Chihuahua Walter.
He is 14 maybe.
3 years later, Dirty Paws took off.
So like you have the idea like I'm going to save old dogs so they don't get euthanized and they're not abused. Well, I can do better than that. Right. But what happens is you get them and it's like, how can I make up for 12 years of them being abused?
Across his property, different lots for different dogs, grassy fields for bigger seniors to run around.
Everyone can't be out in the same area at the same time. So we built this pretty recently.
fully finished indoor spaces for them to relax.
So this is their living room.
The cabin, as Papa's calls it for his smaller oldies.
You can't help but smile at the cabin.
And in the back, a memory garden for the ones he's lost along the way.
It's like a love and a loss, but it's a victory, because if they weren't here, they'd be dead on the street, euthanized, or in some home being abused. So it's easy for us to take the loss when it's such a victory for them.
To Papa's, this isn't work.
Every dog I want to see every day, look them in the eye, you're loved, you're here.
And it's certainly not his career. Papa's is a cardiologist.
It's the same thing you'd want for your 90-year-old grandfather. Dignity, love, passing on with their friends.
While Papa's is making their lives more comfortable, his dogs are giving him a new perspective on his.
Whatever time it is, it's good time, because that's what we're going to take. Each day a gift. Each day you wake up and think, okay, I'm here.
Wow, that is so cute. That was Sophia Periconi reporting. We have more for you coming up on Featured. Here's a look at what's ahead.
One of my friend's dad just broke a tooth, part of his tooth, eating an Easter candy that I made.
Ooh, check this out. She's no chef, but you might be fooled by the food she makes. You'll see why in just a few minutes. Plus, the smell of success. How one woman turned her passion into a booming business. Welcome back. Okay, we are getting ready to tantalize your taste buds, but there's no baking, cooking, or actual food involved here. These creative counterfeits are helping an artist take a bite out of the art world. Renee Knott explains.
There is creativity throughout her house, a variety of artworks.
I love to paint, I love to create.
Some look good enough to eat, but don't.
One of my friend's dad just broke a tooth, part of his tooth, eating an Easter candy that I made.
It's not delicious.
It does make you hungry when you're making this. It's like I snack the whole time I'm making fake food.
But what Tiffany Thompson calls fake-licious.
I have a very active imagination.
She calls herself a real girl making fake food for a real world.
I like weird things. I'm weird.
And there's everything on her table, from drinks.
That's what I made. And that looks just like their s'more.
To some unreal desserts.
I've done some really great things in my life, but nothing has gotten the attention that this fake food has gotten.
Tiffany started creating non-edible foods back in 2020.
My dad was at the VA hospital and he was a resident in Columbia.
During a tough time in her life.
We weren't allowed in to see them for about a year and a half. And so I would always bring him food every week, and I would just start sending him. The main thing, Cupcakes is where I started because I thought, well, it'll just make him happy.
It became therapeutic.
This has always been my therapy. Okay. Yeah, it's a balance in my life, is the art.
A therapy that's fairly inexpensive. Most of the things she uses,
spackle, resin,
she finds at the hardware store.
All the Home Depot staff are like, here comes the fake food lady.
Now she's been able to build a real business.
This is definitely a side hustle.
With the fakes.
People do like weird stuff.
With people ordering them.
Galas, red carpet events.
As props and decorations.
Theater, home staging.
Tiffany Thompson brings new meaning to the phrase, fake it till you make it.
This is what gives me life. Like, this makes me feel alive.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible. And her food looks very realistic. That was Renee Knott reporting. All righty, let's take it down to Texas now, where a candle making hobby sparked a bit of a career switch for someone. Sean Giggy introduces us to one entrepreneur whose leap of faith changed her life forever.
Sitting behind a computer was never Carol Christoph's dream.
I was working for a group of pathologists doing medical billing.
So about 20 years ago, she considered her options.
Yeah, I was wanting to kind of switch. Let's move these down.
For Carol, the only thing that made sense was making sense.
I have a really good nose.
Carol always loved smells.
Yes.
So, in her free time, she started making candles and took them to businesses, craft fairs, and farmers markets.
We put a lot of pride in these candles.
Often burning the candle at both ends.
Very tiring, yes, very tiring, but also very satisfying.
Eventually, working tirelessly, paid off.
Is there anything I can help with?
Today, Carol is surrounded by the sweet smell of success. Candles by Carol in Rockwall has glowing reviews.
And you do know to keep the wicks trimmed when you burn the candles, right?
Standing at a computer could never hold a candle to this.
I'm so happy. Yeah, so blessed.
25 years ago, she took a leap of faith.
Okay, it's 131.52.
And today, Carol Kristoff is proof for entrepreneurs everywhere that building a business starts with belief.
Yes, don't doubt yourself, absolutely.
Dreams come true when you follow your nose.
Thank y'all.
In Rockwall,
Have a good one.
I'm Sean Giggy.
Let's check out what you can expect straight ahead. Cupcakes that make an impact. We meet the baker behind these desserts. We are continuing to bring you some uplifting stories across the country. Customers at a grocery store in Virginia are praising an employee who goes beyond his job description. He is making a positive impact right from the bakery. Sean Martinelli shows us how he is adding a sprinkle of kindness to every order.
As far as we know, there are no giants inside this Vienna, Virginia giant. We did spot a dinosaur, a dragon, a unicorn, and a magician.
I mean, it's fun.
That's Adam Wald, who makes these mythical, colorful creations.
He really has magic hands.
If the line at the bakery stretched to the registers, customers like Lydia Russo would still wait.
I kept going to parties in town, and there would be these cute creations. Got my birthday cake, got my soccer party cake, got our reunion cake. Everyone was coming to him to get their cakes.
But what makes Adam stand out like a shark is this.
He makes a difference in the lives of others.
I'm Willy Wonka here. Instead of a chocolate factory, it's my cupcake factory.
Adam's pull-apart cupcake cakes are his specialty.
Some sprinkles.
Made even better by his personality.
He's the best person I know.
Annie Hensler manages the bakery.
It has gone way beyond cupcakes. It's gotten personal with our customers. Hi
Adam.
Thank you so much. Good.
Recently, Lydia posted her appreciation on Facebook. Dear Giant Corporate, the entire town of Vienna would like to take a moment to recognize one of your exceptional team members. She went on to say, beyond his talent, Adam has become a friend to many, someone who's made a lasting impact. More than 12,000 people agreed. What was your reaction when you saw Lydia's post?
My jaw dropped, and it's all just humbling.
Humbling for the man who grew up with a learning disability, who used to shy away from strangers, whose life hasn't always been sweet.
He lost his dad at a young age.
Adam's mom, Lisa, says around that time her son started working for Giant.
If he got to see me now where how far I've accomplished and all that, it just made him smile. He'd be proud.
Both of the baker and the person.
It's overwhelming to have everybody else say such wonderful, kind things about him. Yeah, there's really no words.
No words for his mother or his co-worker.
Yeah.
Or the man himself.
When I first started working here, I was really worried about customers because I didn't think I would be able to interact with them that well. Now I can't shut up.
Turns out there are no secret ingredients to this bakery magician's success. Just a heavy dose of creativity and a sprinkle of kindness.
When there's people like that, more than ever, they should be honored. He's not doing anything for spotlight. He's doing it out of the love of his heart.
And yet,
it's very fun to be recognized.
Call it the icing on his cupcakes.
Coming up next on Featured.
Luckily, we was there in the right place, right time.
A group of prisoners answer a call for help. We'll tell you how their quick response gave a man a second chance at life. Meet 5 inmates in Oregon who used what they learned in prison to help save a life. Joe Ranieri speaks to the group to find out what happened.
These 5 inmates at the South Fork prison camp still can't believe how they helped save a man who was hiking around the Henry Ryerson Spruce Run campground.
We was doing maintenance and we just so happened to finish early and take lunch, and someone needed help.
They had just taken a lunch break near Lost Lake in Clatsop County when someone ran to them saying their friend needed help.
Luckily, we was there in the right place, right time.
All 5 started running to help the hiker who was having a diabetic emergency.
And then we just, headed down the trail, and we found this man laying there, and he was having some sort of diabetic emergency.
These guys are no strangers to emergency response.
We do CPR training, so we're certified to do CPR and operate the AED.
While they serve their remaining sentence, they spend their time at South Fork Prison Camp working on everything from wildfire training to emergency response.
These guys, they know exactly what to do in these situations. We trained for it. They were ready. They had no hesitation. They knew what to grab.
While one grabbed a stretcher, another one grabbed the AED, while another got the radio.
He was extremely lethargic. He was unable to walk out of the trail on his own, having other issues, so we ended up having to pack him out.
The rescue only lasted about 20 minutes, but what these inmates are most thankful for?
We're not bad people, and just to get the opportunity to show that we're not, to show that we have good within us, it's amazing.
The opportunity to give someone else a second chance.
That's it for Featured. Until next time, make it a great one.